bobblehead status yet?
He's getting better. It's great competition for him to be able to go against Joe and McGlinchey every day, but at the same time, good for those guys because he's kind of unique in his pass rush set and how he operates. So it's good for him. He's got to continue to evolve and keep his foot on the pedal and keep rolling. So.
You guys have any kind of incentive for when guys actually get an interception? Do you give any kind of rewards? Or?
No, we got a gold digger program where you get points and all that stuff, and they're very prideful on that stuff. You guys see the gold ball rolling around, so no money's being exchanged or anything, but there is a self-pride in taking the gold ball to your group for that particular day. So,
how are you just in terms of how these guys are reacting to the ball? Tart dropped one at the end there, so.
Yeah, it's been going good. I think they're learning how to. I don't think. You can tell that they're learning how to tie themselves to the rush, which is the whole key to this defense is rushing coverage and tying yourself, everybody on a string. Fred Warner is really, really good at that, understanding what's happening with the rush while he sees the he's very unique in that he can feel the routes, feel the rush, and see the quarterback. And he ties himself really well. And you could tell that the rest of the defense is starting to try to pull that same thing and trust what they're actually seeing. So,
how does somebody in the secondary tie themselves to a rush? What does that mean?
There's a lot of feel and instincts. I'll use Fred as the example. We're in vision on quarterback defense, and so as you look at the quarterback, you can feel whether or not your color is flashing in front of the quarterback's face, which through studying pre-snap indicators and all that, you can trigger on routes, whether they're routes that are happening in front of you because you know whether or not the quarterback can check it down. Bobby Wagner is spectacular at it. Telvin Smith, the guys up or down in San Diego or Los Angeles Chargers are really good at it. So they're starting to tie themselves to it, and it's really an instinctual feel for football, and that's basically it.
You said when we talked to you last that Tarvarius was far away from being a starting caliber safety. After these last few practices working with the first team, is he getting closer?
He's getting better. The Tarvarius does not lack athleticism, does not lack instincts. He does not lack burst or anything like that. That's not his problem, and he's not a dumb guy. He's actually really smart, and so for Tarvarius, he's only been playing the position for a couple weeks. If you think about it, here for our team, he's been corner. If you take the week and a half that he had in OTAs plus the first week here, so he's kind of got to accelerate his learning, which is going to be more on him as a player. But he does not lack the skill set, and for him to just continue to get better, be confident in his alignments, where he needs to place his eyes, the instinctual part, you could see it. He gets on course very well. He's got good feel in the back end on when to stay deep, when to cut it short. He takes really good angles, so he's got a chance to be good. He's just got to continue to get better every day.
When Ward is worked back into the practice mix, do you anticipate him being stuck with the first team immediately, or is he going to have to earn those reps?
It's going to end up being. I'm sure he'll be on a pitch count to make sure that he's eased into it. I don't know that for sure. It's still, once we cross that bridge with the trainers and how the performance staff sees it, we'll cross it.
How about Marcel Harris? Outside of his physicality that we've seen, what other traits do you like about him?
Marcel has no hesitation in his game. He is very physical. He's a really good box safety. Needs to improve his middle of the field play, but he's getting better every single day, becoming more confident. You can tell when he is 100% sure of what's about to happen on a play because he triggers just as fast as all of them. And when he triggers, there's a lot of power and violence that comes with it. So for Marcel, the more he can train himself to be 100% sure every single snap, the faster and the more explosive he's going to look on tape. And we're still in the first week of training camp, so for him, it's just again continue to get better because we don't have a big install. But to master your technique and to be a master of what you're being asked to do is how you'll pull all your athletic trait out of yourself. And so every single one of them, D-line, linebackers, and DBs are all working for that.
What kind of progress are you seeing from Verrett?
Verrett, he looks really sharp. He had a really nice play yesterday, showed great patience on Marquise Goodwin, which is very hard to do when he's screaming up the field. His foot quickness and speed and all that is right there. So I like the progress he's going into, or he's showing. He just needs to continue to get better. He'll get more of a load as we go, and keep gaining confidence that he's healthy and that he's going to make it through this year for 16 games. So it's a mindset.
What does it mean to you that Joe Saleh, a veteran like that, is picking the brain of Nick Bosa, who's just a brand new rookie?
I think as a whether you're a veteran or a rookie, you should always be looking to get better. Joe Staley is the one of the best tackles in football because he's always doing his homework. He's always trying to find ways to get better. If you just look at a rookie and say, he can't teach me anything. I mean, we could all learn anything from anybody. I learn stuff from my kids every day, and my oldest is 8. So you should always be looking for knowledge, and it doesn't matter who you're getting that knowledge from. If somebody has something important to share with you, you can always learn. So it doesn't surprise me because Joe is where he is. He's been in the league this long, and he's been having success. He's had success for as long as he had. So.
Robert, I don't know if it was the last time we talked to you, but Bosa had a good day against Staley, but you noted, hey, we're not in pads, et cetera. Have you been pleased with his performance with pads on?
So far, he's been doing a very good job getting better every day. He is winning some one-on-ones. He's not winning all of them, which you don't expect, but he is getting better. His whole deal is to continue to get better, stay healthy, improve on his game, and add a second repertoire to keep adding to his skill set with regard to pass rush. He's really good in the run game. Could get better, but he's progressing the right way.
Are you hesitant to shower him with too much praise just because he's a rookie?
Always rookies.
Will you guys do a live tackling period at any point during training camp?
That would be more for Kyle. I doubt it, but that's more for Kyle with how he operates.
As far as D Ford, is the plan maybe to keep him out for just a little bit to make sure that knee's right?
So D Ford, with what he has going on, that's going to be completely on the performance staff. And when they say he's ready to come in, he'll be ready. He's got nothing to prove to us. So.
You said he had nothing to prove to you, but how steep is the learning curve coming from the defense that he played in versus this one?
I think it'll be for him. His learning curve should be much less. I mean, he's playing a 3-4 outside backer where he had drop responsibilities and coverage and pressures and all that stuff. Where here he's playing solely defensive end. The learning curve should be much less.
As a Kello, and what's the exact issue that he's dealing with?
That'd be a question for the performance staff also. I'm sorry.
Well, with him out, Tim Harris Jr. saw a lot of snaps today. What did you see from him?
I like the direction he's going in also. For him, it's going to be about confidence and that he's a hell of a ball player and he can play in this league. And he's got good size, athleticism and stuff, but there's most of what makes a great corner is confidence and knowledge of what you're getting from a route standpoint. So it's a good opportunity for him to get those extra reps, and now he's just got to take advantage of them.
Are the specifics of DeForest's role much different in this new, when you guys tinker with the D-line? No? Okay.
Good.
Awesome. Good day.